Hey guys, it's Alina here, and today I have another first impressions video for you. Today's video is on the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow Palettes. So before I get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you love first impressions videos and you want me to do more of them, because I would be happy to do that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow Palettes are available at Sephora exclusively, and they are limited edition items. There are two versions of them, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And they are 9 eyeshadow palettes. So Volume 1 is described as a collectible eyeshadow palette with 9 must-have artist shadow formulas in neutral tones. And Volume 2 is described as a collectible eyeshadow palette with 9 must-have artist shadow formulas in neutral and bright pops of color. So you can obviously see a visual difference. One is a very neutral palette and the other one has some pops of color. So for the more adventurous type. What's really interesting is that they're $42, but they have a value of $136. There are 9 eyeshadows in here, and each of them is 0.06 ounces, and their full-size artist shadows are 0.07 ounces, and each of those retail for $21. So for the price of 2 full-size artist shadows, you are getting 9 almost full-size different colors. That's a pretty good deal, especially if you've been interested in getting the artist shadows. I kind of wish that they would have made them the full-size eyeshadows so that this could potentially be a palette that you use in the future, and once you hit pan, you can replace them or you can swap them out. I think it would have encouraged people to buy more single shadows to customize this palette to their liking, but it's still pretty awesome and it's a great way to try more artist shadows. So I did pick up both of them because I wanted to try them both, swatch them both, and see. So the packaging is actually really sleek and slim, which is very different than a lot of the Makeup Forever palettes in the past. If you remember the studio case, that thing was so clunky. It was like a little caboodle. It was crazy. So this is a lot more slim, a lot more travel friendly, which I like. It does have a magnetic closure. It's got a massive mirror. It doesn't come with any brush. It doesn't come with any eyeliner, which is kind of odd because usually they do include an eyeliner, but I think they really just wanted to focus on the eyeshadows. So comparing the two, there is one repeat, which is ME512, and they're actually in the same location on each of the palettes. I know you guys are just dying to see the colors, so let's get to swatching. Alright, so I am all swatched up, so let me get closer and show you all these colors. So here are all the colors together. So here we have Volume 1. The first color here is I-528, which is a pearl color. The second color here is I-514, which is a pink ivory. The third color here is ME512, which is a golden beige. The fourth color here is S556, which is a taupe gray. The fifth color here is D562, which is a taupe platinum. The sixth color here is ME644, which is an iced brown. The seventh color here is S102, which is onyx. The eighth color here is I544, which is a pink granite. And then the last color, the ninth color, is D652, which is celestial earth. So once again, these are all the colors of Volume 1. Really beautiful pigmented colors. These were all swatched without any sort of primer and using one swipe of color. Really, really amazing. So here we have Volume 2. The first color here is I-872, which is a pearly pink. The second color here is D552, which is a crystalline gray beige. The third color here is ME512, which is a golden beige. The fourth color here is ME910, which is electric magenta. The fifth color here is ME232, which is turquoise blue. The sixth color here is ME700, which is amber. The seventh color here is S924, which is purple. The eighth color here is ME302, which is peacock. And the ninth color, the last color, is ME930, which is black purple. So once again, this is Volume 2. Really, really beautiful, amazing shimmery colors. Alright, so my final thoughts on these palettes is that they are amazing. It's interesting that even the neutral shades in this palette, which usually, like those light neutrals, just disappear into my skin and you can't even see them when they're on camera, when I swatch them. But you can see these neutrals, which I think is incredible, because why pay for an eyeshadow that you can't see? I actually really like both of the palettes. They have really amazing, super pigmented colors. If you're really into matte eyeshadows, then these palettes are definitely not for you, because the majority of the shadows included are shimmer shadows, but they are so amazing, super pigmented. They almost come across as like foiled shadows. They're just so amazing. If you were just gonna get one and you asked me to choose which one to get, I would definitely say Volume 2. Not because Volume 1 is really not that great, but like I say so many times, there's so many neutral palettes out there, and chances are you already have one. If you don't have any neutral palettes, then I would recommend to get the Volume 1 and have that be your neutral palette, because there's so much variety on there, from light to black, which is really great. But if you already have neutral palettes that you love, then get Volume 2, because you're gonna get those beautiful pops of color, like that peacock color, that green. It gives me chills. It's so good. And that black purple color, oh my gosh, it's so different, because it's not an eggplant, it's not black. It's this blend of it, and it's just so amazing. Really, none of them had any sort of fallout. I know that $42 is pricey, but you are getting a lot of product, and it's the price of 2 full-size shadows. And I know that there's a lot of other 9 eyeshadow palettes out there, maybe slightly cheaper, but not that much cheaper, and you get a lot less product. And usually it's colors that don't really coordinate well. I think these palettes do really well. I'm super excited to add these palettes to my Makeup Forever palette collection, because I think these are definitely on point. I have some of their older palettes, but the pigmentation is totally off. It doesn't have any sort of color, it doesn't have any staying power. I'm gonna get so much use out of these. So I wanna know, have you guys picked up these palettes? Have you considered them? What do you think of the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows? Leave me a comment. If you want me to do a makeup tutorial using these palettes, I'd be happy to. Just let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. So once again, it is $42, and I will leave links down below to where you can purchase it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya!